Welcome to our 24/7 live streaming channel. Right now, we are waiting for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo to announce the complete entertainment lineup this year.
Yeah, in fact, we want to go right there. They're beginning to announce the performers.
Second, we've got a few things that have changed about our ticketing operations. We're going to do ticketing in 2 waves this year to make sure we don't have as many people hanging out in the waiting room. The first wave is going to happen on January 12th at 10 a.m. for performances 1 through 10. The second wave for performances 11 through 20 is going to happen the same day, January 12th at 2 p.m. That's when ticket sales start next week for this year's entertainers. Tonight, we also have a special guest from our entertainment lineup that is here with us. But before we get to that special guest, I think you guys want to know who's going to be in said lineup, don't you? Are you ready? Then let's rodeo.
And now, here's your 2023 Rodeo Houston Entertainer lineup. Tuesday, February 28th, Texas native singer-songwriter Parker McCollum. Wednesday, March 1st, legendary members of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Brooks and Dunn. March 2nd, 2-time Grammy Award winner, Christian artist Lauren Daigle. March 3rd, featuring Bun B's Southern Takeover. Saturday, March 4th, Billboard Hot Country artist Walker Hayes. Sunday, March 5th, Southern Rockers, the Zac Brown Band. March 6th, 3-time ACM Entertainer of the Year, Jason Aldean. March 7th, pop sensation New Kids on the Block. Wednesday, March 8th, long, tall California cowboy John Pardee. March 9th, the return of Ashley McBride. March 10th, EDM pop sensation, the Chainsmokers. Saturday, March 11th, Oklahoma Red Dirt Band, Turnpike Troubadours. Sunday, March 12th, popular norteño band, La Fiesta de Ojinaga. March 13th, classic Texas artist, Cody Jinks. March 14th, rapper, singer-songwriter, Machine Gun Kelly. March 15th, country music icon, Kenny Chesney. March 16th, Southern rock sensation, Chris Stapleton. Friday, March 17th, Kojo fans welcome Cody Johnson. Saturday, March 18th, returning to the Rodeo Houston stage, Brad Paisley. And Sunday, March 19th, the unmistakable country sound of Luke Bryan.
So tell me, what do you think of the 2023 lineup? Well, we promised one of the entertainers would be here with us live tonight. So without further ado, let's bring out our special guest, the one and only Bun B. Come on up here, sir, because we've got some questions we want to ask you about what's going to happen.
How we doing, Houston?
So first, Bun, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see at the Southern Takeover.
Well, when we did the performance last year, it was monumental. You know, we celebrated Houston's hip-hop history and culture. And that was something that even if we wanted to, we couldn't duplicate it. So I had to think, how do we make this thing bigger and take it up another level? And being from Texas, you know, not just having that Houston and Texas culture as a part of life, but Southern culture is a big part of life as well. They're cowboys. They understand rodeo lifestyle. So I said, let's make this about the South this time. So I called up some of my friends in Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and a couple other surprises I don't want to give away so soon, but we're going to have a big party on March 3rd, baby.
All right. So we all know you're a Texan that grew up in Port Arthur, and you've really become part of the fabric of this Houston community. Tell me what that means to you.
Well, you know, being from a small town, you know, trying to make your bones in a big city, I know I'm not the only person in this room that understands that, you know, having to come to a big city like Houston and make yourself be known. But not only did Houston receive us and appreciate us, they adopted us and made us one of their own, you know what I'm saying? So for the last 30 years, pretty much all of the success in my musical career has come from having my home footprints be here in Houston, Texas. And so I just can't wait to bring everything that I've learned and everything that Houston has given to me. I just want to give it right back one more time at the rodeo, and we're going to do it on March 3rd, baby.
All right, so none of us will ever get the feeling that you've had of being on that stage. Is there any way you can give us just a little bit of what that feels like being here in NRG Stadium?
I don't know, man. Maybe if you're, maybe if you're a football player at the Super Bowl, or, you're a point guard at the NBA All-Star, or maybe if you Jose Altuve for 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But it's more than just being a performer and an entertainer, man. Houston is home, and Houston is family, and Houston is culture. And to be able to entertain friends and family is better than entertaining anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And Houston just makes me feel so rich and appreciated, and I just try to give it all back on that stage. But doing it here in NRG, doing the rodeo, it's different. There's nothing like it in the world. I performed all over the world, and nothing comes close to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, baby.
Well, thank you, Bun B. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We can't wait to see it. Thank you guys for joining us this year's show. The rodeo starts February 28th, goes to March 19th. Let's rodeo. We can't wait to see you in Houston.
Great to hear that, Bun B. We love him so much. But some huge names on this list, Maida.
Melanie, I think it was me and Elisa Rivas, who's back there at our traffic area. We were yelling and we're like, oh my gosh. I think it was New Kids on the Block, right, Elisa?
New Kids, absolutely. But, you know, so many other folks. We're going to see Luke Bryan here. We're going to see Brooks and Dunn. Again, John Pardee, as you mentioned, Machine Gun Kelly. So a little something for everybody. Kenny Chesney and Chris Stapleton. I mean, just some huge names there. And then Brad Paisley.
Yes, this is so exciting. You know, every year we wait for the Houston Rodeo because, as Bun B was saying, there is nothing unlike the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So we were hearing this in the beginning of the Rodeos conference here. They said the rodeo is doing things a little bit differently this year when it comes to the ticket sales and how they're going to go on sale. So there are 2 waves on January 12th. Wave 1 is right at 10 a.m. February 28th through March 9th for those performances. Then Wave 2 starts at 2 o'clock for the March 10th and March 19th performances, because we know people want to get on there really quick and buy their tickets right away.
Yeah, and they're really hoping that more people will be able to get tickets. So that's the real key, and not just have somebody buy them all up and then you have to go and buy them on resale accounts and things. But this is really only the second time since COVID shut the rodeo down, and people just so excited, and especially once they see this list of things. The best part about the rodeo is you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it feels like it was just yesterday when we made the announcement that the rodeo was shutting down, and all of the kids who worked so hard for the rodeo were in tears because things had to come to a stop. And
there's some things in Houston that can't be taken away, and the rodeo's at the top of that list. We know during the years you'll have more than 1 million people show up in the space of that couple of weeks. So really exciting stuff. Of course, you can go to our website, abc13.com, see the whole list there. We're going to make sure you know what's happening and how soon you can buy those tickets. January 12th. So put that on your calendar.
We have those 2 waves there. And you know, the funny thing is here we are. We're waiting for the announcement to be made, right? And I'm over here scrambling, trying to write down all of the performers. You see my notes. I'm writing every single performer, and of
then
course,
they post
they go ahead and tweet it, so joke's on me.
And meanwhile, I have no pen, so I'm watching you scribble. But again, we are seeing some huge names there, and it's going to be so exciting getting a chance to see so many of these folks, including a few hometown folks like Parker McCollum. But all of this, as we say, will be on our website. Rodeo Houston has already tweeted out the lineup, but just so much fun to learn at the last minute who's going to be there. January 12th, that's the day we can buy our tickets.
So exciting. I have been putting all my rhinestone stuff to the side, all my fringe, my boots, everything, because this rodeo fashion is unlike
it's serious.
Any other.
Absolutely.
It really is.
You got to come with it, but Maida always comes with it, so it doesn't matter.
I'll save some fringe for you, Melanie, okay?
That sounds great.
All right, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on the 24/7 live streaming channel. This is just great news to end the day after a crazy, chaotic Thursday.
Absolutely. And actually, even in the case of that crazy, chaotic situation, what we figured out was nobody was hurt. No one was injured, with the possible exception of the man who set his house on fire. We'll have a lot more on that story coming up at 10, as well as the rodeo lineup.
For Melanie Lawson, I'm Mayra Moreno. Thank you so much for joining us, and go rodeo.
Yeah.